nosotros y del mundo entero, por su dolorosa pasión. Ten misericordia de nosotros y del mundo entero, por su dolorosa pasión.
SB 1070 has created an environment that is not good for Arizona. We see the attacks to immigrant youth every day.
It's a fight about whether we're going to allow people to be profiled based on the color of their skin. This is a fight about whether we are going to embrace the talents of every single person in this country and put them to work for our common good. This is a fight about who we are as Americans. Our country was built by immigrants, by immigrant hands, by immigrant labor, by immigrant minds, by immigrant talent. If the Supreme Court allows SB 1070 to stand, it will tear our country apart. Are we going to let them do that?
No! This law was meant to racial profile people due to the color of their skin. It was probable cause of the way that you dress, that you're undocumented. And so we're fighting against this law because we believe that every human being is not an illegal person, and so we all have the same rights to be here.
It is illegal to use people's color, to use people's national origin, to look what people look like. We should judge people on the basis of their actions. And it is my hope that after the arguments made today, that the Arizona 1070 law, which can only be seen as a law in which you implement by forcing people to show their papers because you suspect them. Not because you know anything, but because you suspect them. It's wrong. We need comprehensive immigration reform in this country, and not laws that treats the thousands and millions of Latinos as suspects in the very nation they give their lives for.
When SB 1070 occurred, my dad had no work in Arizona, so he decided to go to California and get a job there because there was no work here. So while he was at the state line between California and Arizona, he was racial profiled and charged as a drug smuggler when he wasn't. Like, they had no proof and no evidence that he was a drug smuggler, but they detained him, and after months not seeing my father, we finally brought justice and brought him home. But through that process, we lost our home, we lost our cars, we lost our valuables. But at the end, I realized that no material can replace my father not being there with us.
We are community organizers from Arizona, and we came here on a van. We drove 41 hours to be here for the next following days, and so right now we're hosting a prayer vigil to pray so that the Supreme Court justices make the right decision for Arizona and for the country.
Ten misericordia de nosotros y del mundo entero.
We have La Virgen de Guadalupe, our Virgin Mary, and so for us that's something very powerful, and we take this very seriously. This is very important to me because some of my family members were deported in 2010, and so for myself, yes, I am a citizen, but most of my family is not, and mostly all of my personal friends are not, and so we're being affected by this, and that's why I'm here today. I've been organizing in Arizona for the last 2 years, and that's why I decided to make the drive here to DC to be with my friends and family members who are suffering at a more personal level due to these unconstitutional laws such as SB 1070.
Ten misericordia de nosotros y del mundo entero, por su dolorosa pasión. Ten misericordia de nosotros y del mundo.